I do not approve of the fighting, but it is exciting to meet an arena champion in person.
The Scourge associates with nefarious fox spirits, aiding them in their occupation of our once
Woufna akna ir Yakowa krui ni rui kuperfita.
Please, Purveyor, don't send me in there. I'm scared those things will see me before I can get into the cave. Please, don't make me do it.
Quernurk apayir. Quanurk kakanir. Ni usota. Wowirika titarir koni of atarir.
No! I will go. Please don't hurt my mother. I'll get the artifact for you.
Afkniwo kup keeps.
The city can be 100, but we don't have time to help them.
What do you want? You're working for Purveyor Shuji, aren't you? Please don't tell him I haven't gone yet. I'm going now, even though it will probably... I'm sorry. I'm just a little upset. I'm Jinlin. Something you want? Thanks, but I need to find a way to kill spirits. Purveyor Shuji wants Emperor's tomb in the necropolis, but it's Purveyor's... He threatened to sell my mom to slave traders if I don't get this artifact. I don't know what to do. I can't fight ghosts. Really? It would be very dangerous, and I have nothing to give you in return. Are you sure? Thank you. You are very kind. My father would have liked you, I think. He was brave like you are. The tomb is over in the necropolis. The door is locked, but I can not to alert the ghosts. I really think you can ghosts. I'll head over to the tomb and wait for you there. Great! I'll wait by the steps of the Emperor's tomb. I'm sure you'll find it easily enough. See you soon, I hope.
Do you really need a second brother here in the city?
Why ask me? I don't want to be here. Brother probably decided he didn't want to listen to Master Radiant anymore, and left to get...
Never is devoted. If anything, Hawk had something to do with his disappearance.
What? They're accused Smiling Hawk?
Quiet, you worms. You're here to look for second brother, not bicker like school children. Now get moving.
You're a fool if you believe what Master Force is not always the battle.
Its ways are better, though. Brute force is the only way to get what you want, and I can prove it.
How?
I'll show you. Hey, you! What do you think you're doing here? Get out of here, or we'll throw you out! Ha! You sound like my weakling friend over here. Oh, please let me pass? No. Now, self around, hurt. Show you what we mean. Let's expect.
Woufna akrui ni rui kuperfita.
Peace, third brother guest.
Nigua on il no ifitayir.
Enough. Leave us, fool, and yourself, and take these
Ir son one kut afkuka wuna akna ir krui ni rui kuperfita.
I'm very sorry about that. We are not accustomed. My name is Leopard School. No, happen. You seen anyone but a mask like yours? I wouldn't be interested in joining. Honor to have some excellent on your behalf. They are the Radiant agreed. In fact, he would like to meet with you. First, however, Master Radiant wants to ensure it was not just luck. Each of the Have added again. Beat our novices off against the brothers long and are second only in skill. You will work your way to third brother. Seed against is here. I must be honest with you to join us. Heard there are two time to temper Master Smiling Hawk's ways. Ruthless and has little regard for students. Normally I wouldn't speak openly about such things, but you are new and your skill will draw his attention. Be careful. Master Smiling Hawk is a dangerous. Good. You'll need to speak with each of I'm sure they'll be more than eager to oblige. Once you've defeated all the come and see me.
So you're the one who was challenging our but it won't get you noticed by Master Smiling. I'm 6th Brother Gao Shan. If you think you can defeat a disciple of Master Smiling Hawk, challenge me. Assure you, I'm much novices. Alright, follow. That was... I'll be ready for you now.
You must be the new student. I'm 5th Brother Shang Jin. There's been quite a stir regarding your entry into the school. Most unorthodox. Master Radiant is up to his tricks again. Regardless, you've defeated 6th Brother, so we can try your skills. Follow me.
Die with...
For the opportunity to learn from you. Goodbye.
Hello, my name is 4th Brother Yu, and you must be the new prodigy. First, he said that you're talented. Since you've defeated 5th Brother, perhaps you'd let me decide just how talented. Care for a match? Let's go then. Very impressive. I can see the masters were right. Thank you for the fight.
Okir okun wan pifir ir witiwik, ir wosa ir sankut. Ok nigua ir kwa an ir no. Nawara irok, wosa ir tatas ir uyu. Ok wakir fonir no ni.
Thank you, 3rd Brother, that is all. You are dismissed.
Sotakwa air noroki irtana.
So, you so much about. Rarely does someone so young display the ability that you have shown. I noticed that you did not come from one of our usual schools. Do you mind if I asked you who your real master is? I don't think I've heard of him. Nevertheless, he obviously 2nd Brother's death, we had to do something. He refused. Let me be blunt. Master Radiant is holding this school back. He's holding me back. Radiant is weak. He follows the way of harmony. His methods are slow and pitiful. This school belongs to me. Radiant remove it. Abilities that will enable you to defeat my rival. With it myself, if I could. However, Radiant is a unique problem, and you are the solution. You are the only one here capable of defeating Master Radiant. And rest assured, I will reward you extremely well for ridding me of him. 1st Brother, destroy him, and with Radiant, they would be too powerful. So, 1st Brother is already winning you over, I see. He is pathetic, and so is his precious master. Do as I ask, and I will teach you things that no one else can. I also have a few to you. Earn Master Radiant. The task is straightforward. You are a fool! You thing. Instead, with 3rd Brother. Now get out!
Excellent work with the brothers. Now the real challenge begins. Third brother Shan will not be an easy opponent. If you like, you can continue to spar with the brothers, or you can go and fight third brother. What? So it's true. Master Radiant suspected as much. We must find a way to Go, challenge third brother.
You filthy... Look what you've done! Do you think I have nothing better to do than to clean up after you all day long?
I mean, no, mistress.
Get out! Get out of here before I break your skull open, you little rat! This isn't a public restaurant. We only serve the students here. You'll have to go back here hungry. Well, good for special dessert in your honor. Good.
وويريكا تيتارير كوني أو فاتارير. Ognigua ir qua an ir nor yok wo nifitair.
Do not disgrace your third brother, accept your defeat, and learn from it. That was quite a match. I've never seen third brother Rinshan fight who still beat him. Master Radiant was sure you would prevail. He asked me to bring you to him, defeated third brother. You won't have to test yourself against me after all. Come, let's go see. He's anxious to speak with you.
Sisae Pawao, Tikaso. Ukarashita wewo. Ipanar nuko iwa ir nikasanaria iruro ninua sa irkana. Usair kokonato dia fatoyo kokonat no ba irsu yo kon no hona nyapir ir ni sa irkana.
Master, I never.
Wo anania everywhere noka ukshna. Konir puk no snapir. Isana yoyo. Wonakapir sana suorofos isinosorius usuno. You could ni kun ir son could noka ukyorir. Tawe ir kawana ir soni. Wonika surir koni uknawata iknipier. Apir ni niktakatashi. Unk unorir. Irkana. Nokas. Ipanar nuko iwa nikasanarir iruro ni nuasana. Sata tawe ir wonawa fukuno sukut nia awafawa ir sut. Ikirnik tine piru wo iferek uksun puno. Wo sun puno no yapapap nasia iwir sauth. Yato no napati irovir kuni uk apirat akatashi. irkana. Surir kwana no kasa iriru. Tir eat. Awa ear awa fu could ear so talk. Uiwakits shosi. Sa ir yanato siri pana.
I should have killed you, but in the end you were just like second brother. You'll share his fate as well. Fortunately, I do not require you to be afraid in order to kill you. You can die in ignorance, like Master Radiant before you. But for what? Radiant is dead. I'll make this school more. See why I need you. You have the power to deal death to the spirits, to Radiant. Chance to mind. Radiant truly move him, and I will reward. I liked you, and I had so hoped we could come to some sort of agreement. I suppose that won't. Demonstration of true skill.
Lakna yak ni rui kuperfita. Ufna yakowak rui ni rui kuperfita.
No, third brother. I have a much better use for you.
You killed. No! Smiling Hawk's followers might overwhelm. Master Radiant and First Brother are waiting for him. I'll go tell them.
Nada hoki. Niat. Taui ear koa ipoki.
Leave. I still have so much to learn from you, and we need a strong master to rebuild the school.
Nikasuri ear kosa iriruru. Taui ear kosoni.
Thank you. If it wasn't for you, well, this never would have happened. It seems to me that you're the one who should receive this honor.
Jasi tintu. Funya wawos. Wuno will na no ba. Tanayoyo. No sankut na no hona nyapir. Ikirnik tine ton puno. Nikasuri er kwana no kasa iriruru. Niato no napadi iruata ir. Irkana nikasuri er sa iriruru. Oi ir kawa ir ipoki. Si stintu funya si ye wata hufu. No, we are sa ye worth.
I was radiant before you go. Wait outside. In it. I have something I would like to offer you, and thanks for
here.
Master Radiant him. But I will find something. You're welcome to visit the school and spar with us whenever you knock some sense. Back to the students. There is so much I need to barely know where to begin everything.
Good day, citizen. Some minor thing I can... This assassins, you see. They feel that those of us dedicated to army are nothing more than louts to be ordered about. Any member of the army guard is expected to refer any major disturbances to them, as useful as a lamp.
Of river-faring businessmen have been attacked and forced to...
I can't believe my luck. I arrive home after being lost, only to find that my wife has gone off to visit relatives. No, you misunderstand me. My wife, she's not here. I thought I was as good as dead. Now my execution is delayed, of course. I still can't believe it's that easy to become a Lotus assassin. If I had known sooner, I would have joined their ranks as soon as possible. It would be brutal work, with little reward, and there's a good chance I'd die a hideous, painful... But in real life, could it? As you say.
Always a pleasure. What can I... In the city? There's captains standing guard at the gates out of the... Word has it, the captain has some... Rich rewards for those who can track down some wanted criminals. Word has it there's going to be a new play happening sometime soon in the Golden Way district, over at the large pagoda on the left side of the road. It might not be ready to start, only worth keeping. That's all I can. I know. I'm sorry, I can't say I know.
No woman can resist the alluring gaze of lustful Lao. I can say good morning in 7 dialects. Which would you prefer I use tomorrow? I see your true question dancing in your marvelous eyes. Yes, I can lift a 2-person rickshaw without hands. Would you like it? Not half as impressive as when I lean forward at 45 degrees and yet stand perfectly stable. Now, what are you really here to ask of lustful Lao?
Wow, the Imperial Champion. Hey, it's a real honor to have you come up here, but you're gonna have to back up, please. Normally, but he likes him dirty, too. You're a bit too... He'd rather watch you in the ring than have a more intimate meeting. I guess he figures the more he talks to you, the less time you have to inflict horrible, bloody carnage on someone in the ring. Get it? I won't... But starving dogs and gravy on certain parts... Fang watched the whole thing, laughing all the while. And when it was done, he went upstairs with Bree. I wouldn't call him sick and used to believe the stories, but now that I'm well, very well. Enough so that we... Gentle... Yeah. Thank...
Champion, I bet against rose through the ranks.
I'm not really in company. Judge Fang's that he's sitting arena fights. Seem to... I hate him. I'll repulse. Deviant. Likes to... Things are bad, a man like that leaves scars, emotional and physical. Look, I've been around. I know people do strange and disturbing things. There's no... He's into all sorts. My name is Gentle Breezes. Fang's my... Look, no act. Fang's head of... Even the... About quitting. I'm stuck...
be starting for a little while, though your enthusiasm is appreciated. I wouldn't worry. Those interfering philosophers had made sure that very few people will be attending the lecture. It's quite... I'm not sure who to appreciate it if you would keep your voice down when asking those kinds of questions. Nobody here suspects me to be anything but an overzealous bit that way. Know about the recruiter? You have a flying machine, do you not? Yes, I know about that. Go back to the landing area and someone will meet you there. He knows I'm sure. Now go and argue about this any further.
Your course is set. Him.
If you think seen this person,
Irkana, o Nikasuri Kwana no Kasa Iriro. Niato Nanapadi Irovir, Koni Ugnawata Ir. Sa ir Yagoak, Kokonato Siri Panonenico. Wuno will na no ba irsu, is na no one nyapir. Irkana, o Nikasuri Kwana no Iro. Sata Tawi ir, Wonawa Ful Kuno Sukut Nia Awafawa ir Sutok. Wowo sun pununo, Yapapat Nasia wir sa ye wooth. Usair Kokonato, Tanatia, Katanano, Shafatoyo. Kokonato siri panonenico. Niato nanapadi irovir. Kuni ugnawata ir. Wuno will na no ba irsu. Isana yoyo. Kunir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Sata tawi ir. Wonawa fuk kuno sukut nia awafawa ir sutok. Wuno will na no ba irso, kunir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Ipanar nuko iwa ikasanarir, iruro ni nuwa sa irkana. Wuno will na no ba irso, isana yoyo, kunir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Ikirnik tine piru, sun puno. Usair Kokonato, Tanatia, Katanano, Shafatoyo, Kokonato siri panonenico. Niato nanapadi irovir, Kugnawata ir. Usair Kokonato, Tanatia, Katanano, Shafatoyo, Kokonato siri panonenico.
You know, far be it from me to presume, but I have an idea of how we might be able to solve. My wife's third is a minor official in the Ministry of Harmony. I know a little something of the way Jin conducts his business. All of Fang's ministers bring him an honor gift when they go to see him, an offering given as a sign of respect, a bribe, some might call it. If we replace Sheng's honor gift with something insulting, rare turtle eggs, for example, he'd listen to Sheng's report. I admit there are still some details yet to be worked out, but acquiring the eggs is easy. I have some here that you can simply have.
You have turtle eggs? Here, saying they are very...
Well, I was anniversary. Buy early if you want them to be... right. It doesn't really matter, does it? There are more daunting problems to consider. For example, how will you sneak past Sheng's guards to make the switch?
We should just kill Shang. Nice and simple. Kill his guards, too.
Want us to kill too? Slaughter everyone? Not only aggressive, but I don't think that's how Inquisitors operate. Maybe we should investigate Fang in the arena first. We might be able to stop him from getting that report without hurting Shang. Or anyone else. It's up to you how we handle this, but remember that the Inquisitors are more subtle.
Not move at your own place.
I'm not really in... Get rid of him? What do you mean? Remove him from office, or some... Really? I was hoping you wanted to kill him. The world would be a better place with that disgusting pig dead and buried. But as much as I want to see his bloated corpse floating in the gutter, Fang is a dangerous man, and he keeps my pockets lined with silver and gets what he deserves. But you'll have to do it with help. No. Even if I was willing to give... Don't hurt me. Fang's already hurt me too many times, and I won't let him hurt me again. I'll help you. You wanted Fang dead, right?
The Inquisitors prefer subtle solutions. Murdering a chief minister doesn't quite fall into the...
It'd be easier to kill him. Fang's reputation is already as dirty as it can get. As long as it doesn't get in the way of his job, everybody just turns a blind eye. Well, every document Judge Fang approves has to be stamped with his imperial ring. The ring is a major... If it was revealed he lost the ring during one of his sexual escapades, even Fang wouldn't want that to come out.
What are you doing here, Breeze? I don't like it when people see us together in public.
Don't be mad, my mighty and manly Fang. I was just hoping we could go upstairs for a bit. I've got a treat for you. Here's a hint. They're silk.
After last night, I'm glad to see you're receptive to my special needs. Well done, Breezes. If a little tame for my tastes. I think tonight you should wear the blindfold. I have some interesting surprises in store for you.
I can hardly wait. Oh, virile Fang. Here's the ring. Fang will do anything to keep people from finding out he lost it to a whore, even if it means resigning his post. Show the ring to his guards and they'll let you through. I bet for a while, but make sure you tell sorry he ever touched me.
Look, we already told you, Fang doesn't want to be bothered. He just wants to relax and watch the arena. Yeah, daily fill of blood, violence, gore he'll be safe. And he's hard enough to work for when he's in a good mood. How did you get... No, forget it. I don't want to know. You better go talk to Fang about that ring. Yeah, we don't want any part of this.
Some of these new fights can be... Do you mind? How can I enjoy the crack of bone, the screamiest geysers of crimson blood down in the arena? Or are you here to offer your services for later? Normally I prefer women who reek of the gutter, but I'm willing to branch out if you beg me. My ring? But how... That...
She came to me willingly. Usually I have to command her presence. Well, it seems you... So... Of course. Now I understand. The Lotus Assassins are behind this. I knew something like this would happen. They tried me to their will, but I'm not easily broken. Or so I thought. Are you proud of yourself? Bowing and scraping at the feet of your Lotus Assassin masters, helping them to bring me down? I'm an evil man. You think my soul is rotten and corrupt. But at least I have a soul. The same cannot be said for those you now serve. The Lotus Assassins destroyed me. But now that I am gone, I wonder where they're next. Keep a close watch over your shoulder, friend. My resignation is on the table. Take it and stamp it with my imperial ring yourself. Damn it! I want more blood down there.
Sa Yagawak, Coconato Siri Panoninico.
Sairos Tiusiat, Sarorasi Bayukal Irnap.
Uno will na no ba irsu. Isana yuyo, konir fuk no sankud na no wana nyapir. Ipanar nuku iwa ir. Nikasanarir, Iruru Kana, Usair Coconato, Tanat, Shafat Coconato Siri Pana. Ipanar Nuku Iwa, Sata Tair Coconato, Anatir, Katanano, Shafatoyo, Coconat Panoninico. Irkana, Unik Irquanano Kasa Iruru.
So, things are looking up, favor of the Lotus Assassin, and you've made doubly certain of it by aiding both the Executioner and Inquisitor. Very impressive. The way to the Lotus Assassin Fortress is open. Everything is in my evidence against Death's Hand soon. Oh, and access to your Master Li as well. I don't want you forgotten your needs. Lotus Assassin... I'm not sure.
Where are those mercenaries? Being citizen, Imperial Captain Sem at your service. Are you one of the mercenaries come to help me track down some criminal scum? Looking for work, though none of them matched your description. Admittedly, you don't resemble the ones described to me. No doubt. Criminals with lucrative on their heads. I need help tracking down a pair of criminals. Are you interested in a little well-paying work? These two scoundrels have eluded my best efforts, so I'm turning to bounty hunters. It's harder to run when your pursuers are not in a uniform.
Zen is a well-respected city. But something about him makes my skin crawl. His ambition. Perhaps that's all there is to it.
Searching for an arsonist and a notorious man. Find and eliminate it. A wise decision. The two criminals are Moon and Creative Yukong. Fading Moon is an arsonist who was last spotted heading for the Creative Yukong has virtually disappeared. We may be able to learn something from Lady Rento, the wife of the Mekong Bilked. She's in the Imperial arena. I have more details to tell which you are.
I don't want to talk to you. You're the reason Kailan is dead. Do you know who I am? I was Happy Endings, his personal courtesan. I had a good thing going with the Serpent. He paid a handsome fee, but he never trusted me enough to make use of my services. Now that's all gone. Thanks a lot.
Nara ir uk napir sonkut, usat tir tatasir uyu.
Don't you just love the Imperial Arena? Place like Jade Empire. Hold on, you're a raging dragon, aren't you? I've heard all about you. It's a pleasure. I'm Lady Rento. Husband's bidding and hunt him down, is he? Husband is an inspiring actor. If I would act as his patron. Since my husband was away from the city, I accept. He didn't want to face the shame actor. All I can do is let him charge and hope he rained enough to slow him. Probably less than my husband is putting forth as a bounty for poor Yukong. Man doesn't deserve. Sure that you'll find him in the Scholars' Garden. Yukong was going to try out for that new play. I'm sure you heard about it when it was performed. Golden Way made quite the impression on me. Going to try out for a role as a scholar, using his costume much of a scholar, so you should be able to. If you happen to find Creative Yukong, do go easy on nothing wrong. It's been cruel to him. Good luck with your search. I have to get back to the estate. So much to do.
Is the Ministry hostile? Where do they spend all the silver they demand of the Empire, then?
Have you heard the news? Judge Fang is gone, and his replacement is none of me! Minister Sheng! Reward! Judge Sheng! At last, so many... Yes, Minister... Sheng has earned it. After really the time to chat, I must make preparations for my...
I can't believe Sheng is head of the Ministry of Harmony. I can't believe Harmony we're coming to.
I hope you're not here to pester me. I'm a very busy, important, and educated man, you know. Suspicious? Oh, heavens no. Everyone here is extremely legitimate and completely normal. Yes, indeed. All manner of studies. The history of dramatic systems, applied theology, and, celestial integration. All of these are vital pursuits of knowledge. Not that you would understand such lofty matters. Celestial integration means just that. It's a very... general questions. All manner... not... Well... Well, that's a brief... Oh, it's all... that... Of course not! I'm... Ah, drat. This isn't working at all. How did you know? You're here to hunt me down, then. Lord Rento has it in for me, and I figured it would come to this. I don't suppose running would do me any good. I was unjustly accused. I simply petitioned Lady Rento for some silver to support me as an actor. Patronage, it's called. She agreed, but her husband flew into a rage when he found out, and now I have a death sentence on my head. It's not fair, and if you were a decent person, you'd help me get out of this city instead of taking me in. It's the only way I'll get clear of Lord Rento's wrath. You need more proof than my pathetic... Not that anyone but Lady... We should go see Captain Sen right away if you're sure. Is now a fair time to go down to the gate to get me out of here? The only easy way out of this city is through the gate that Sen is guarding, and he's looking for me. However, if I disguise myself as a mercenary and sneak past him, I might just get away. But you have to help me by distracting him. Just tell him that I've already escaped, and I'll get away just fine. I can't imagine what might go wrong.
Citizen, I hear there is progress in the search for creative Yukong. A scholar ran out of the Scholar's Garden after talking to you. Tell me you have good news. How did he get past me? He couldn't access a flyer. What is that man doing? Are you certain he's gone? Would a bit of silver What do you say? Look at that tart swinging her hips for that mercenary. I can't see how Yukong slipped past us. Did he bribe one of my agents somehow? Well, the Imperial Army has more silver than some confidence man, if you take my meaning. I should arrest that accursed tourist. Look, you spoke to a nervous scholar, and now Yukong has suddenly disappeared. Suspicious. What if I offered you the normal bounty plus half? Would the... Well, if you say so. Despite Lord Rento's insistence to the contrary, I doubt he was a master criminal. Perhaps I'll just declare Yukong's bounty a dead matter. Is there anything else that the Right you are.
Hold on there. This way leads into the necropolis. Ghosts have been rising up everywhere in the Empire, I've heard. So many have come up in the necropolis that it just isn't safe anymore. It would take an army of us to clear them out, if we could do it at all. We can't even safely post a guard in there. We just warn people away. The Lotus Assassins want everyone kept away as well. First time I've heard of them being altruistic. Things have been bad over the past few, say 5 years. No one has any idea why so many of the dead refuse to return to the Wheel of Life peacefully. All we know for sure is that they're not happy. Not happy at all. I'd hate to see a pretty lady like you get hurt. If you're going in there, it's your back.
There is something here. Some evil thing has happened here. It beats on my mind, and the Guardian, he can't hold it back.
You can't stop me from being here. I may not be able to leave, but I can talk and see. I see you, mortal. I've been watching you. Ha! I am Yazen, the other of whom Chaika and this girl speak. They have suppressed me ever since we inhabited this body, but this place is different. The evil around me has given me strength, for now at least, and has opened potential doors. I don't claim to goodness, mortal. I hate your kind. But we can work together. If you help me, I shall help you. And I'll be much more valuable than the Guardian. Bah! Who cares about her? She's just another insect. This is about what I can offer you when the time comes. What? No! Chaika! You won't make me go! No!
Wo okawunir hinakir nofun. Panir shakir wo sir nikorpak.
I'm sorry. They were fighting again. I'll be alright. Soon. Just give me time and I'll be alright.
Kill. Well, stranger, you have some spirit to you. You fight like a demon. Those poor lost souls didn't stand a chance against you. I could use the skills of a woman like you. Normally, I don't think much of a woman in my line of work, but I think you can help me with a problem I've been having. My name is Shen. I'm the first gravedigger here. It's my job to look over the necropolis and make sure all the peaceful souls are laid to rest. I've got to dig the holes, fill them, and balance the books and everything. Nice, proper burials. But now, with all these ghosts rising again, I've got problems. No one seems to want to stay dead, and I can't go refunding all the burial money to all the families of the ghosts now. I can't afford it. So, I just want you to do a little job for me. Nothing hard, just... Well, there'll be a little bit in it for you as well, don't worry. Can't have you going away empty-handed now, can we? So... Great! Now those ghosts will know who's boss around here. They just bring themselves back up as fast as I can put them in. I'll give you a reward for any ghosts you take care of. You can make good money that way. There are 3 main ghosts to deal with. Miss Chan, Merchant Bai, and Mr. Ren for each course. I know a bit, but not that much. If you need a little something to give you an extra edge, I'm sure... Right. If you find me, I'll be out down this...
Good, you came. There's a small hole in the wall, just around this... I'll sneak in and open the door from the inside. Or... It's just the same thing. I don't want to get any close. The artifact is supposed to be in the room at the end of the tomb. Once you're there... There are still All right.
What do you want? They don't come out there inside. And the other tries to get out, feels like my head is going to tear itself apart. He has always been with me, and I trust him. But small, they won't have to be with you now.
Wasoki parir no kasisa ir sonkot uk. Ukir uki kup thithir sunurk. Uki ir sa ir tatas. Inspira pasir. Newa kup kipsitir sunurk. Ani kun aso. Sir sukut afifir noni. Wo onofon. Panir shakshir wo wo. Ukir uk thithir sunurk.
Dire flame! Need your... Your technique is flawed!
More intruders. My tomb has lain sacred for centuries. Oh, morty ashes. Your lie here with those of my spirits. I owe.
Heavenly Wave, Legendary Strike. Dire Flame. Your technique is
That's it. I've got it. Now let's get out of here before... What's that? Did you hear that? Getting out of here is going to be harder than getting in, I think.
Longsword. I must Dire Flame. Focus.
I can't believe we made it out of there alive. You're an amazing fighter. I wonder why Purveyor Shuji wants this bowl so badly. It looks so ordinary, except for maybe this writing. Doesn't make any sense. Conductor, cog, and a bit of iron. Don't play with the tiger. Whatever that means. I can't imagine how it could be interesting, but I'm glad you think so. Thank you again for helping me. Purveyor Shuji is waiting, so I should be going. Goodbye. What do you want? Okay.
He was only a few moments old when that vile man took him from me. Please find my baby. Please. Find that hideous little man and bring the truth out of... Please! Bring me my baby! Have you... Are you sure? This is him! My poor darling! Shan too. He is truly dead after all. I could not bring myself to believe it. Dead before his time. He rests here near my own body. My darling, darling boy. I come to you now.
Is someone there? You. What do you want? You know it. You can understand? You don't run in terror like the rest. Instead, you talk to me. Perhaps you can help. I was a merchant in life. Not a rich one, but I made enough to survive. I sold mostly to the poorer sections of the city. My goods weren't the finest, but they were practical. At the time, there were a pair of brothers, Seet Su and Si Ran, who were the terror of the streets. They extorted money and goods from everyone. They tried to extort from me. When I wouldn't give them what they wanted, they decided to make an example of me. They killed me and mutilated me, and left me dead in that alley. They terrorized the city for that. They were buried here, with me. Their deaths, execution by beheading, were harsh enough that they have risen again. My spirit cannot rest quiet with them here. Even now in death, they mock me and torment me as they did in my final moments of life. They drive me mad! Yes, yes! If my killers are at least removed from this world, their spirits will no longer torment me. You must find a way to defeat them and drive them from this place. They were common criminals, so they were not given a normal burial. They were dumped in a communal grave underground to the south. I'm sure you can find them. Thank you, stranger. If you can truly help me, if you do, I'll show you something that even Shen hasn't found yet.
Zenbu is always happy to serve you.
Dancing pretty lights. There's fire in the air and fire inside. They scream like music. You'll scream like a demon when fading moon puts the light inside of you. There's more than that on my head. There's a crown of flame that burns all the time, even when it gets tighter. You'll scream like those maggot people, leeching off the Empire until they burn.
Focus.
Ah, look who has come to see us. A mortal, then? Shall we feast, brother?
Yes. I've always wanted to taste a woman like this. Such fine quality. Her screams will mean so much to me.
Have you managed? Thank you, thank you. I feel as if a great weight has been lifted from my spirit. Here, let me show you this. Something Shen hasn't found yet. I hope you use it well, and thank you.
What do you want?
It's time you and I had a talk, mortal. You've been paying too much attention to this girl's problems and the Guardian's advice. We need more realism here. The girl is already dead. She's a walking corpse. She's nothing to anyone. What I want is the body. I need an anchor, and this little walking meat puppet can provide that. But Taika gives me trouble. He's in my way. He's weak, but the girl sides with him. To take control, I need your help, and I'm willing to offer servitude for it. Ha! You say that now, but when the time comes, we'll see how much power tempts you. And if you continue to refuse, I still have ways to get my revenge. Well, no, you're kupta ear, the near ukun aso.
Siir sukut afifir noni. O soki parir no kasisa ir sonkot nawa patia yir ni uk.
I'll have her head! That cheating, lying sow, sullying the Ren name and dragging it in the dirt like this. Dirt! Ren Fang! Claws! I'll stinking, bloated corpse! You've heard of me? What do you know? What do you want here? I have no time for idiots who only want to rob. I exist only for revenge. Revenge on my wife, who after so much talk of faithfulness and love, decided she would be better off without me. She killed me! Poisoned me in my own house. When I find her... The past going in this world still is her. She was everything to me in life. And is so in death as well. Find her. Bring her to me. Let me kill her and draw the last agonizing breaths from her body, and you will have my eternal gratitude. Most likely, she's still at our old home. It's in the market district near the entrance to the Black Leopard School. Find her and bring her to me.
I will assist you however I can.
I am healed.
Always a pleasure. Yes, I heard that Fading Moon's arsons had ended. Excellent work. Burning the poor is troubling after a fashion, but the scholars and merchants, that was her mistake. Yes, of course they do. And they shall have exactly as much protection as they can afford to contribute to the taxes. Here's the standard bounty. Accept it with the thanks of the Empire. Well, that brings an end to our pursuit of two fiends. A shame I don't have more work. Of course.
A great bounty hunter to have dealt with two cases in so little time. Your work is not done, though. There is another in this city with a price on her head. A richer price than those two. Her name, the Mourn Confide School. She is accused of most crimes, and several had to be invented to account for her actions. She is a terror upon the face of the Empire. Murder, theft, and worse. Yet never a smile or a hint of revelry in what she did. That is why she is known as
Aishi, the mournful blade.
We shouldn't let a criminal run free.
When you reach her, you should ask her for her story.
My name is Aishi, the Mournful Blade. And if you are another hunter come to claim my head, that one didn't listen to me. I hope you have more. I have a tale to finish. I see no need to tell it to anyone but myself. Stranger, if you continue to talk to me, I will stand up and face you. If that happens, our meeting will end with one of our deaths. So be it. You're not what I expected. Harmony surrounds you and flows out into the world as you pass. I have a story I would share willingly with you if you would hear it. Do you know anything of me? Anything of the terror that is Aishi, the Mournful Blade? In my years in this empire, I have been a wanted criminal, a bandit, a murderer, and worse. I have burned entire towns to the ground to avenge some petty dispute between lords and led men to slaughter peasants by the score for their meager possessions. It is all too easy to lose your conscience once you have denied it. I was not always like I remember how my descent began. When I was still a girl, and with him gone, I felt no sense of direction. I met a boy. A natural leader. He had drive and direction. I was in love. He used to enjoy the village, and I thought it was all fun. One day, he into the river outside of town. A fast move swept the child away, but he managed to grab hold of a I've come to believe that it was horseplay. There was a gleam in my young man's I cannot forget. The child screamed for help, cries of terror for him my arm. The boy I loved me and said, if him he'll only done. We have to. I believed him. In the current and was found, but I could never forget. Let him go. In my head even now. Nights are worse. Sleep that boy as he walked away to this day. Followed his life. I descended into my world and he the ranks in the Imperial Army. That is why I have tired of my life, but at least I have lived it. He deserved to live as I moment's remorse for here because of the rich reward on my Captain Sin of the Imperial Army is my quarry. I make him pay for that boy's life. Clearly have provided the answer. Help me. You need merely to escort me to his station by the gate. A subdued prisoner could get close enough to deal with Sin. Once I have dealt with him, you shall have your bounty. I couldn't let you be implicated in murder. Let's go write an ending to my tale.
This.
Hello, my love. I call you by your rank now, Cap. It's been a...
Aishi, a wanted criminal. You can't be...
Paid for my crime.
Well, it's good to see our new...
I was weak. Otherwise, I would have ignored you by the river crimes. To do for... I have to kill...
No! Guards!
Your men will be dead before they can get within 3 paces of me, Cap. Don't order deaths. Lifetime. Do not bring more than that upon...
And she means to kill me! I'll double the back...
Damn you, going to waste away between worlds won't take corpses!
Sin is dead, dead like that boy we let I should suffer more. Stranger, I cannot thank you enough. I have touched lives with my crimes, and yet now I feel some peace. It is time my story ended. I have only one more favor to ask. Kiss me now and grant me an honor. There is no honor left for just grant. You can't be the one to let Aisha Blade walk. That would cast undeserved crime I will not commit. Fate, let this battle glorious enough that the Shins flame.
Here, take this. It's something Aishi would have wanted you to have, I think. I hate for a good deed to go unrewarded. Ha! There's little reward in a good deed, and just the opposite for those who walk the low path. I know that better than most. Aishi, the Mournful Blade, was my daughter. My daughter's life was nothing but pain. Her crimes were a way to forget for a while. She must have found some peace now, and I can finally rest. It has been too long since I turned away from the Water Dragon's embrace. You couldn't tell? Spirit monk? Ah, but you are not fully trained, and I have refused to let any part of myself slip away. One of your kind came for me many years ago. I told her that I wanted to see my daughter grow up, and she allowed me to stay. Your kind were shepherds of the dead, but that never meant you were heartless. She said one day another of her order would come for me. Ironic, really. I died before the gates to the underworld closed, but I couldn't let go of my daughter. I worried for her, and rightly so, but I think she will find peace now. Every ghost slips into madness over time, but some of us have a reason not to. We can fight back the longing and despair for a time. I will wait. What choice do I have? I know the underworld is cut off, but I must try to fight through the despair and anger. I have some idea of what you face. Take my best wishes as you try to set things right. I have waited for more than 2 decades. I can wait a bit more, and now I have a reason to smile.
Why would the governor want to accuse you of doing this, Sun Tao? Good day, miss. Are you the new investigator I sent for? No, I can tell from your attire that you're not from the ministry. Oh, this is terrible. Everyone I send for disappears. There are powers at work here that are beyond my means to control. I am Prefect Jitang. It is my duty to ensure that convicted criminals in the city are sentenced appropriately. But there are complications with my current trial. I have in my custody a suspected slave trader, Chandler Ling. But one of the high-ranking ministers is trying to get him released, and he wants me to convict another man. The man they want to accuse, Scholar Sun Tao, is a friend of mine, and I'm certain of his innocence. I need you to find proof so I can present it to the Minister of Justice. Really? You will help me? Thank you. Thank you so very much. I need to find proof that Ling is the guilty one, and by so doing, exonerate Song Tao. If I can't prove Ling's guilt, I'll be forced to sentence Song Tao to death. But every time I want to discover the truth, disappear, up dead. Our best lead is Zibao, the last known to have spoken with Ling before his arrest. But Bao knows me and my men. He won't talk to us. I wish there was something concrete I could tell you. They're like a whisper on the wind or a shifting shadow. You think you see something, and then there's nothing. Whoever is behind the slavers must have a great deal of power. To remain that invisible is a hard thing to do. I have no idea. The two men were seen together before we arrested Ling, but I have no other information about Zibao. Most of his time in the heart of the Empire Tavern, and he doesn't seem to have dealings with anyone else besides Chandler Ling. I know if I went to speak with him, I would get nowhere, but you could speak to him without raising suspicion. Look for him in the... It's upstairs, Imperial Arena. We lose our last connection to Ling.
I didn't agree.
Oh. No need. The end. No.
Whoa.
Oh. Sunk.
What do you want? Lots of busy right now. Got a bowl of wine that needs drinking, so why don't you just... Who? Leave me alone. More than I'd see in a month. I might be able... You'll have to pay me now, and I'm not... It's your life, friend. Funds either.
Is the meaning of this? You stand the stench of these beasts, slaves, and with that damned prefect poking us, we have to be extra. Now, there's an... Isn't that the fool for Chandler you're bringing... This has gone far enough. Better than the last dog who dared cross us. Maybe I was hasty in my decision to attack you. I, for raw talent, gave spot you. Are with Jitong. Better than... You've just shown me your some...
Why you're waiting? More, and yet.
There you are. He took you there? That's remarkable. Well, what did you find? Evidence that exonerates Scholar Song Tao?
Ha! Just like anything. Just like anyone.
I'm mistaken, Chandler. Great, including guilt. I never suspected the slavers were so well connected.
Let me see that. Well, I suppose Scholar Sung and you, Chandler Ling, will come with me for sentencing. It will be quick and harsh, I suspect. This sort of thing will not be tolerable.
You don't know what you're doing. You're all making a very big mistake.
Thank you for risking yourself to help me. If there's anything I can do to repay you, please ask. You are too kind. I have no real way to repay you. However, I do have some items you might be interested in. They're not here, of course, in the Scholar's Garden, and I will be glad to show you what I have. I'll see you there. Goodbye, and thank you again.
Well, find evidence of our own, unless you've forgotten completely about Death's Head.
Yes, is there... Yes. Yes, I am. How do you know my name? My hut still curses me. It should never have happened. I was prepared. I normally did, but it burned, so I went and bought some food already prepared. It was the salmon. I knew it smelled odd when I bought it, but the price was right, and I needed it in a hurry. I'm so ashamed. Yes, it is. No matter what you say, I will live the rest of my life with this guilt. But what pains me more is the grave, but his madness knows no bounds. Drive me away at all costs. I think he might even try to kill me. He never listens to me. He doesn't give me a chance, but maybe if you were there with me, could you be there with me? If you believe me, he might listen. If we went together, he'd see him.
You? You're back to gloat over this victory of yours, Harpy? Causing my torment and death, is that satisfying to you? How can you believe her after you know what she's done to me?
Believes me. She has seen me at our home mourning for you still. Not a day has gone by where I didn't cry over your death. It almost makes me wish you'd have your again.
Feng, you really do care. Then all this time, my cursing... You killed me, but I see now in those eyes I fell in love with that you didn't mean to and that it pains you greatly. I forgive you, Feng.
Thank you for what you have done, for both of us. In time, I hope I can repay you your kindness.
No, no, we can't allow that to happen. It would be too much. But this poor wretch isn't much good either. No, not at all. But what else is there? What else is there? Work, damn you, work! Huh? What do you want? You can't have me, corpse. Not yet. You're not dead. I'm sorry, I just panicked. I thought you were some spirit here for revenge. Ah, well, my work, you see, while very important, may upset some of those spirits not fully at peace. I am conducting my research. I am a doctor by trade, studying the internals of the body and the energies that drive it. But lately, I have come on hard times. My daughter, Wensi, and nothing in my previous training could help me with what ails her.
Her liver has been rotted from within, corrupted by some energy I have never encountered before. I could not stand the possibility of her loss, so I took matters into my own hands. I researched the workings of the body and the spirit, as well as the lore of the creatures that live beyond death. I found a way to save my daughter, but I have not been successful. I have found a way to strengthen, to replace the corrupt flesh of one living creature with that of another. Through the energies of divine will of heaven, her body can be made to accept the organ as if it were a part of her. She can be given a new life. But these cursed, wretched corpses do nothing for me. They are too old, too dead. Their organs are rotted beyond repair, and the ones recently buried. I need something else, something more. Either one that is perfectly preserved or one that is fresh. Her time is drawing near. If I cannot get a new organ for her soon, I fear it may be too late. I'm not taking the liver.
Your own ancestors would not approve. The dead do not.
And what do the dead care? I need a liver that has... I have tried all the organs. Thank... The nobleman was buried in one of the... His corpse had...
Help! One of those damn spirits came up right in my backyard. The stupid thing won't let anyone get by. It's got my tools and everything. Just kill the damn thing. Yeah, I guess you could say that. She was my mother-in-law. Got what you deserved! Do you hear me? You deserved it!
Odious...
Any good job deserves... Here you go. It's not a robbery. We're family. I'm just taking it. Now, go and find... The grave... What... What a... Here's... Now... Anything... What... Here... Any good... Here... You know... One spirit... Now that was... I need you to... Is there any... Huh? It's not like they... Then you're... Is there...
Well...
While I cannot see you, your appearances... What can I... Acupuncture is... I release these... Acupuncturists... My needles... While I can't... What can...
They tried to take from me, and they died. I feasted on their souls. Evil I was in life, and am again in death. The Ji-Sin lives. Ye? You seek one so evil that his very touch spreads the corruption his vanity has caused. Perfect body is attack crimes. To live and feed in death are all that are left to me. A chance to repent. Can it be? After all this time, after years of living death, I am given this one chance to make something right. What is this chance you speak of, mortal? What is this false hope you dangle before me? A girl. After so long, a girl. Incorrupt being, forever damned by the life I led, set here in dead form. Redemption for one such as me? I think not. My life was spent in greed and vanity and corruption. Preserve my perfect form. For one whose madness and evil progress even into death? None at all. And you stand here. Ah, the temptation. Yajic. So much philosophy. But who knows what the heck in the end? But for the chance. And it is a girl. So young. I can taste her pain and suffering lingering about you. The blood is thick in my veins. A solid mass where fluid used to flow, dried and brittle. But the heart still stirs, and it can be moved, though tears no longer flow. My life has been wasted on my own sins, and I have nothing except them. This young thing, this girl, she still deserves life. This girl lived upon me, even though I know they won't. If damnation is my fate, then let it be worth something, heed, mortal.
Have you managed to find some way to help me? You do? Thank you. Yes, it looks like it's been preserved well enough. I am amazed that you managed to get this intact. Now I must begin quickly. Her life energy is fading fast. It looks like the operation has worked. She should be safe now. Her breathing has slowed and her heart rate is returning to normal levels. It will be some time before she can stand on her own again. But I'm certain she will make it. Not here, though. Not in this place of death. Thank you, stranger, for what you... As I give you all that I have left, I must take her to a heal. You have my eternal gratitude for what you have done.
On my own eyes and in the eyes of heaven, peace indeed can come to any soul.
Before and which you are get the sanctum of the Lord group, I've asked you to simply walk in. You're a good friend. I don't want to lose that feeling for so long. Very I know necessity of it. My father, we have to find what we stand and get out of it. Once that is done, you with death see to it. Let us go. You must go. Hesitate for this is an ancient republic.
Ah, a new recruit, and you fit the description. Well done braving the necropolis. A troublesome walk, but it weeds out the weak. And this is the fortress of assassins. It was built amid the graves of 1,000 nations, the tomb of the Emperor at its... I will show you to the action, if you will be allowed to accompany us. The defunct Order of the Lotus Assassin Emperor, at its hand, and implemented by Grand Inquisitor Gia, are becoming the face of power. We will soon be stationed only at taverns and fish markets. The army constructed here will spread across the Empire. Be all-powerful. You will assist if you survive. Recruits die quickly. Master Gang is one of our trainers. He will be your master as you seek to become an assassin. His knowledge will be invaluable to you. You the Hall of Induction, near the entrance to the Central Acolyte. Do not... The far end of the hall, at the entrance to the Central Chamber.
Once lessons, we can prove Death's Hand is...
Kop awuka I nir. Kniknak ir ker yok etayir.
With the rise of the golems we acolytes to serve, you are unwelcome.
Uka ini ithaturo turo uk.
Your word.
Ir aki thita hirfafati. Kauru hatasi ir no sun urk. Ukiruk fi.
More blood to stain.
Sasi ir yawak orui.
No discouraging. You have come to the heart of the assassins here. I think the choice is yours anymore. Where my demons hide, you will be forced to see them. He's in my warning, but now you will see. Are you sure anyone so are you? Go. Your new master is waiting. Secure a place near the heart of Goal. Granding.
I never believed he was on our side.
Serve my owner without hesitation. I have no taste for the lash.
Ukia Kupa. Yeah.
You are falling back, therefore I am taking credit for it. The latest battalion of golems stand idle because of you. If the production of the Jade Golem is delayed again, perhaps your soul will fuel our next attempt. I trust I have made myself clear, Master Shin. I thought saying delay you further. It would be a shame to one in Grand Inquisitor Jia how incompetent you are. Yes, an absolute shame.
Me, if you're slave, I'll have you the clay golems. No, you are the one. A new recruit. As if I don't have enough trouble watching over the other fools in my care. Your best is no longer the limit of what we expect. Despite what you have achieved, I'll be reconstructed into the perfect obedient slave. If you survive, then you will be an assassin. For now, you are a Lotus Acolyte, and your life expectancy is not long. Follow me down, begin your indoctrination. Do not just stand idle. Damn the heavens for the fools I lead. I am destined to suffer for their incompetence, and I have one name for it. Shin. The old scorpion follower spirit shard during training. Their ghosts, I've lost 3 acolytes to them. You, move over there and occupy those ghosts. Get real Lotus assassins to not be done by this.
He has no worth.
Go on, as for your new life.
Young look.
You live. Ghosts are gone? Well, it would seem that I have a competent... Interesting. Recruits are rarely always strip them of their outside... Interesting application. Could you be the one for? Your duties would normally include a deprivation in a cell until every identity. It is a drainal awakening. I need a favored protege. Someone willing to risk everything in my service. I will preserve your allow your inventive mind to in exchange for 2 is your duty anyway. The other is something to assassins. Lotus Acolyte. You better. Extractor. Past the ghosts. In the glorious Golem army. Fueled by the souls simply dead, it turns out. Far more golems, brutally killed. No longer mind the necropolis for souls that linger near their resting place. Dead. Their souls, spirit shards. Tonight we require a shard of exceptional quality for a Jade Golem that will control the latest battalion of golems. You will oversee this in the extraction chamber. You clearly deserve better than the short life of a regular acolyte. Your ability surprised me. Use it to surprise the others as well. Help me gain to help you. Your Shin, my superior.
No. An exceptionally talented servant, no benefit to me. Even if acolytes are expendable, they don't into the machinations between masters.
We are tools. The goal, we need to do as he says.
Are complicated, suspected, so is deserved because of incompetence. It's your figure out. It's a dangerous place to have an accident that I, of course, must negate it. My acolyte and the soul extractor, dangerous machines. Find a sharp shin can crack his. Return to me when you have an idea for an appropriate accident. I don't care what it is, as long as there is a corpse for me to gloat. Extraction chamber for the Jade Golem, and find a creative way to kill and disgrace Master. You can also seek training trainer Guan. I'm sure you are. Might have something of use to you.
Songs, and so am I. Let's identify by sparring for a short time. Well, you would appear to have more than a path. I could outlaw, but I really outclassed.
Yes, you were. I knew this acolyte was something special, but I didn't think my trainer would be made to look like a fool. You, New Blood, you will be the trainer now. You will train her, if you can.
I will still serve as their share. In truth, I did not like being a trainer. Lights and short, but especially so for trainers. Master Shin sees to that. My duties, your duties now, include training Master Shin's personal entourage. In the past, if a trainer was too good, trainer killed. I think one member of his entourage is a full load, staying out of the fight between Gong and Shin. Supposed to train the attendants, and some need it, but if you seem too skilled, your next fight will be against the hidden Lotus assassin. Besides, it wouldn't weaken Shin for long. Has to fight right away, but he will replace them. Just acolytes, and therefore there would not. How would probably find yourself training the hidden Lotus assassin. Any skilled acolytes under Gong are quickly disposed of. You must train one at a time. I'm sure they will accommodate your of tech.
But I shall kill one. Why not to the future, master him?
That machine is who were constructed.
So, this acolyte under Master. He was quick to favor you. I will instruct you on the above slaves and mere servants. Press simple to use. Using this machine, we can create a legion of warrior golems in a day.
Proof of this from the inner chamber.
This is only one step. Each bit to move, each shard is spirit's essence that lingered near their them as if they were silver. No longer. The recently dead make a stronger, more obedient golem, if this is painful. Jade guiding them, legions act as one. Utterly, it's a far more interesting place to work. The screams over there are music. Here we have only the creaking of clay. I already saw one as you entered, but they are rare. Falling victim to an obvious worse. They're loud, and you can see the operative victim of the incidents are very falling victim to the press would cause a lot in and of itself. Tasked. The press is simple. You can experiment. The press. Make husks right now, but there will be no more spirit shards until the Jade Golem is completed. Expensive and difficult to construct, but they are also essential. A single Jade Golem can direct and pacify a legion of others. The average citizen of the Empire is worthless. They're nothing more than cattle. In this, they can at least serve some useful purpose.
Yes, Acolyte? An interesting idea. It has happened before, and for letting it occur, but it's impossible. You may as well try and drop one of the golems on him. You would never be so distracted as to enter the press. We are Lotus assassins, after all. A possibility. But Shin leave the inner chambers often, only to inspect the new slave shipments arriving in the Hall of Induction. You would have to close a great many eyes, assassination in the hall and moving the body to the press, but it would certainly send a message. Cleared of all this, the press operator distracted, and the slave shipment stopped outside in the necropolis. A daunting list of tasks. Do it quietly, but use force where you must. Succeed, and I will introduce you to Grand Inquisitor Gia in the inner chambers. A rare honor for an acolyte. Remember your tasks, Acolyte. Create a spirit shard in the extraction chamber for the Jade Golem, and find a creative way to kill and disgrace Master Shin. I am sure I can count on you.
You approach the soul extractor. The assassins want you to create a spirit shard, to crush a life to power a golem puppet. They are very efficient in their brutality now. It wasn't always like this. Fear used to be the primary tactic. Destroy the family of one to ensure the loyalty of all. It caused chaos, uprisings, close allies turning on each other. Those inclined to betray fear it the most. Imagine if you could corrupt the machine and return the chaos of disloyalty the Emperor dreads. No matter your motives, helping the assassins, if you corrupt it, you can move forward while also crippling their golems. Seek control. There used to be a chance to disobey when the order given was too harsh. The victims pointlessly innocent. Now there is only obedience. There is something chaotic enough to disrupt that. In the elevator room to come, descend to the deepest mine, to the oldest graves. Just go. The thieves await you. Remember, the deepest mines. They are closed now for being too troublesome. That is where you will find what you need.
You must be Master Gong's latest acolyte. I heard there might be a new recruit, but they typically aren't ready for service so quickly. Stripping a will can take time. But Master Gong is known for being generous to those who please him. You must be quite exceptional to be allowed into service so directly. I'm a Lotus acolyte like you. My name is unimportant. I have not yet earned the right to have a title. I must prove my worth through service here. This device is the soul. It has a loftier name, but we are here to glorify Emperor Sun through Death's hand, some distant celestial lord. It is mounted on an elevator that reaches deep into the necropolis, until recently bodies to extract spirits that lingered near their graves. Results were predictable. Now we use slaves. Freshly killed spirits make the best golems. The more painful the death, the tractor is not gentle.
How does this glorify the Emperor? I know we will discover that Death's hand is behind it all.
The snake kills whatever is in it, but little is did not belong there. Only a spirit should impresses, but I have nothing to do with that. I prefer the elegant. Select a suitable victor. I would recommend one of the slaves. Selecting from and I disgraced, so I'm with us. And this platform will move there. Shines. They're restless. Jade Golem to be completed. Your life down in the low heat either.
From a time, but I must be sure. It's for the golem spirit of an ancient lord that threatened to level, so they claim.